welcome to the setup tour. So, this is the 2025 Garett the Gamer setup tour. I'm gonna be walking through all of my stuff. My wife calls it crap, I call it stuff, we're good. But yeah, I'm just gonna walk you guys through. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, but I'm gonna try to walk you through all the stuff that I've got right now. I'll try to link as much as I can in the bio, but yeah, let's just start the tour. So, right over here, we've got my current VR setup. I'm probably gonna do a whole separate video on all the individual pieces I have going on right now, but this is what I've been rocking lately. Quest 3 with Kiwi design controller grips on the side, and then obviously the Bobo M3 head strap with the adjustable and detachable battery packs. Super nice. If you don't have that, you gotta have that. Got the old pay station right here with the pay station portable. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. This is a controller that I've been super interested in checking out. Supposedly, this company uses technology that has no stick drift. They're called GameSir. Still working on testing those out, doing all that stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna be testing that out and maybe making a video. I don't know. If you guys want to see these kind of videos and stuff, like let me know like what you want to see more detailed videos on, because I'm totally happy to jump right into that. This is my Xbox controller that I'm using right now, like when I play Call of Duty. This is the Scuffed Instinct Pro. Like this is one of the coolest controllers out there. Worth almost as much as an Xbox though, so I'm not sure if I can recommend it to everybody, but freaking love this thing. The thing that I love the most about it is on the back here, they have these buttons so that when you're holding it, you don't have to move your fingers off of the joysticks as you're playing. Absolutely insane, freaking love it. I know a lot of people have seen like my new clone helmet stuff. I know a couple of you guys asked me to put it on. It doesn't fit. I was really bummed when I got this thing because it doesn't fit on my head. That's like as far as I can get it. Not quite working the way we were hoping it was. Bummer, but we still love 5, so she's staying in the setup. Let's see, what else do I have up here to talk about? This is reference to another game I'm gonna be making real soon. Y'all know it, y'all know it. PlayStation VR stuff over here. I freaking love this little stand that I have. It charges both my controllers. I do have another Instinct Pro controller for the PlayStation, another Scuff controller. Don't like it as much because I freaking love the way that the regular PlayStation controllers with their haptics and stuff, like you can't get better than that. But anyway, I have one, but I don't use it very much. But yeah, I got this whole nice thing for charging it. So when I don't have it going, that's where I have stuff. Random keyboard. That I don't use right now. It got sent to me and it's cool. It's I think it's a keyboard. Yep, Keychron. It's nice, but I don't use it because I'll show you the keyboard I do use because it's fetching awesome. And then these are, when I'm just casual gaming, these are the headphones that I use. They're just the Xbox official ones. I really like them. They're pretty comfortable. They have a really good battery life and a decent microphone. So that's what I got going right now as far as like Xbox microphone. But if I'm streaming, I'm using something else. Oh man, down here. Y'all know about this one. This was my tactical VR headset setup that I was working on. One of you guys emailed me the perfect solution to this with using night vision goggle attachments, and you never emailed me back with the files. Please reach out to me. I want to finish this design because this one was a good prototype, but someone came up with a much better design. I want to finish it because this is cool. There's promise here. Got the Quest Pro. Y'all are gonna have to keep track of how many freaking headsets I have. So I've got a lot. This is already, what, the 3rd one that we're looking at? Yeah, Quest Pro. I don't use it quite as much, but I do still love the controllers. I'm gonna try to hook them to my Quest 3 pretty soon here, just to try that out. But yeah, got the Quest 3, and then you've got my nerd stuff. If you can't tell, I'm a bit of a Star Wars fan. Got the Rebel pilot helmet right here, and then of course the intro helmet. I got a thing for helmets. It's gonna be bad when I get a 3D printer because I'm gonna start making more helmets. I already have a bunch, but Scout Trooper helmet, freaking love this one. Super high quality. These ones actually fit, as you can tell from the beginning of the video. Then we got the book collection. This is the few books that I like to have on display. This is the one that started it all. The VR journey right there. Ready Player One. This was the book, the exact copy I read that got me into virtual reality. So this single book has quite the weight in my life. A couple other books that I love. These are Brandon Sanderson's Mistborn, leather bounds. Like, this is just the coolest looking book. Like, come on. Like, ooh, I almost have the whole collection. Waiting on the 3rd one. This is just a trip down memory. I mean, how many of y'all saw this when you were a kid? Like, these are the ones with the cutouts of the interiors of like the ships in Star Wars and stuff. Fetch. I just had to pick it up. Like, you just gotta have it. Then this is a super cool one I got. It's the general history of pirates. Most of the stories we know about pirates come out of this book. So obviously, because it's LPR, we had to have our history of pirates down. And then this has got to be my favorite book I own right now. This is the Gravity Falls Journal 3. It's like an exact replica of the journal from Gravity Falls. It's just cool. Yeah, I know I'm a nerd. I know everyone's like, gosh, this guy's a nerd. Duh. That's why we're here, boys. All right, well, I think that's everything over here. Moving on to this corner. This is one place I could really use some help from you guys. I don't know how to organize my hats. I have a bunch of cool hats that I'd love to put on display. Right now, they're just sitting on top of this because I don't know where to put them. So if anyone got any ideas, leave them in the comments because I could use some. Got all my hats. This is the X Arcade. I did a whole video on this thing. It's basically a retro arcade controller that you can hook to PCs. And they actually have a VR app that makes it so that it looks like a whole retro arcade machine, which is super, super cool. It's really fun to have because it just looks cool. Like, I love keeping it in shot and stuff because it's always, you know, it's got like the spinning wheel, it's got the joysticks. You can play 2-player, like there's ways to do it. I haven't messed around with it a ton since messing around with it initially, but I do love this thing a lot. It's really, really cool and it has a lot of potential. So if you want to check that out, again, guys, I'm going to try to link as many of these things in the description as possible. And if you have questions or things that I didn't link, let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to try to get that in there. Now we're moving on to the wall, the big wall of all the VR headsets. I mean, y'all don't care about the guitar and whatnot. Again, guitar, if you're on stream, you can, you know, pay me to play some solos or whatnot, but VR headsets. Let's just go through them. So this is actually one of my favorites. This one up here is the Pico Neo 3. And the reason it looks so weird is this actual camouflage type stuff on it was because this was a prototype version of it that they sent to me. And this camouflage stuff is actually something they put on new types of tech and stuff so that people can't copy them. And they never asked for it back. So I'm like, I'll keep that, that's cool. So got that one. This is a Pico Neo 3. This is what it looks like normally. This is another Pico Neo 3. And then inside my Pico Neo 3, I've got my original, this is like my first gaming device, guys. Game Boy Advance, look at that. Should we turn it on so we see if we can get that ASMR? Where's the on button? There it is. No backlight, guys. That's how old this thing is. No backlight. You had to buy a light that went into this little thing right here to play it. Oh, good old days. Good old days. That's what I'd play on like road trips and whatnot. Anyway, back to the VR headset. So these are both Pico Neo 3s. This is called the Pico Neo 2. So same generation, the one right before it. Really good Quest 2 competitor. Looks cool, super cool. Up here, we've got the Quest 1. This was just the device. This was the first one that I ever owned from the VR headset, so got a special place in my heart for that one. Then down here, this is the Nolo VR. I think that company no longer makes headsets, but I just loved the look of it, and they had some of the coolest buttons ever in VR. Like, they were super gamey, and like, they just had the best tactics on it. Like, the tactile part of this controller, loved it. It was great, but now it's just a relic on the wall. And then, of course, the Quest 2. Just sitting there. I don't use it too much anymore except for testing sale. So we've got that. And then, of course, here in the middle, got Darth Vader. That's my retirement plan right there. Hopefully that thing's worth more money than it is right now because I think it's only worth like 25 bucks. So that's what I'm planning on retiring on, hopefully. Anyway, the coolest part over here that I need to show you guys is actually this couch. So this is actually probably one of my favorite parts of my entire setup. And I gotta move this out of the way a little more to show you guys. This is a couch and a bed. And it's awesome because when I played up late with the boys, like on our late night streams, guys, I just take this thing and we just whip it out into a bed. So sick. And then I can sleep up here and I don't have to get in bed with my wife and wake her up and stuff. So this is super cool. This is called the Koala Couch. I super love this company. It's extremely comfortable and whatnot, super stylish, and it's a really comfortable bed. Like, I sleep on this at least once a week because we stay up late playing with the boys at least once a week. Thursdays are for gaming. Check me out on Twitch. So anyway, I love this thing. This is one of my favorite things of my whole setup is the gaming couch. I almost want to call it the game. It's not the gaming couch. It's a koala couch, but it's sick because it turns into a bed. Now, the infamous through omnidirectional treadmill from Cat VR. I need to make a whole review video on this thing because I have some thoughts about it. It's cool. It's definitely cool, but I got some thoughts on it, some improvements I'd love to see. I have this, they just sent me this little thing right here. It's a little upgrade to it that I need to put on. I'm probably gonna put that on a stream sometime soon. It's a little like seat that you can put onto this little doodad right here. So anyway, omnidirectional treadmill. I try to mess around with this quite a bit. It's a lot of fun, but I do have some thoughts on it, but I'll make a review on that in a separate video. If you want to check out the Cat VR stuff, link is going to be in the description to that as well. Then, oh man, this guy, this is something we're going to be messing around with soon. That, ladies and gentlemen, is an autonomous freaking lawnmower sent to me by Momotion. We haven't even opened it up yet, but we are going to be doing a whole thing with this guy because my goodness, who doesn't want a robot? Like, literally, this thing is gonna mow my lawn, and so I can stay inside and keep gaming. I'm excited about that. Be looking forward to that video, because I'm definitely gonna mess around with that thing a ton. Okay, one other thing I got over here. This is the sim rig that I have right now. Pretty simple, it's just the Logitech stuff. I have a shifter, the wheel, I think it's the G37. I can't remember exactly which one. It's just like the basic one. It works with both the PC and the PlayStation. And then, yeah, I have the pedals and stuff down below. I'm looking for a really fun game to play with the racing rig. So if you guys have any suggestions, please tell me. I really want to play a fun game that I can actually shift in. That's the thing. I know how to drive stick shift, guys. And when I got this rig, I wanted to play games with stick shift actually built into it. Haven't found a good one yet. So if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know, because I want to play that. Now we're moving on to the bread and butter, the actual gaming setup. We've gone through everything else, I think. So now we just got to move on to the gaming setup. So let's start with the chair, because for a long time, I've had this crappy chair, but thanks to this video sponsor, that is no longer the case. We now have an epic gaming chair. This is the Flexispot C7Max, and guys, it is truly an incredible chair. I sit in a chair for about 6 to 8 hours a day, either gaming or working, and I'm not gonna lie, my old chair was really hurting my back and neck. But thanks to the C7Max and its adjustable headrest, lumbar support, adjustable backrest, seat depth customization, and armrest that can easily be adjusted to support your arms, whether you're typing or gaming, my back and neck have felt so much better. But you might be asking, Garrett, is it actually comfortable? Oh yeah! The seat cushion is made out of memory foam and latex, making it both soft and supportive, with the rest of the chair being made out of this nice, soft, and breathable mesh. Also, if you're like me and you like to sit in your chair cross-legged, the C7Max has got you covered. I am 6'2", guys, and I can sit cross-legged in this thing, so I am sure that you will be able to as well. Flexispot has been nice enough to give us a discount code and a really nice 30-day return policy, so that if you guys want to try out the chair and see whether or not you really like it, you can, and you'll also get the best possible price.
If the budget is too tight for the C7, you could also check out the C5, which is a much more affordable option than C7 and offers the same essential ergonomic features.
So if you guys want to check out this chair, the Flexispot C7Max, the link is in my bio, and you can use this code to get the best price. Now, back to the tour. So yeah, guys, we've got this awesome new chair. I freaking love it. Again, if you want to check it out, the link is going to be down in the description with a discount code for you guys to use. And again, thank you so much to the C7Max guys for sending this to me, the Flexispot boys. This is seriously like my new favorite thing about my gaming setup. This chair is great. Can't stress enough how much I love this chair. All right, let's move on to the actual gaming setup. This is where the magic happens, guys. Geez, what do we talk about first? So let's just go with the computer first and foremost. So down here, the computer, it's actually getting pretty old at this point. I think this is a 2-year-old rig at this point. But anyway, it's rocking a 3090 and an i9, 32 gigs of RAM and 1 terabyte SSD. Nothing too special. I probably should upgrade the GPU probably sometime here soon, but it's doing what it needs to for now. We've been streaming, we've been gaming on it a ton. It's been a lot of fun, so that's what I'm rocking right now as far as my computer setup goes. But this is where it starts getting fun. This is a custom built keyboard that my brother-in-law made for me. And guys, he actually just started a YouTube channel where he talks about these keyboards that he's making. It's called Binker Builds. I'll be sure to link it in the description. But guys, just listen to this thing. It's beautiful. So good, so good. Love this thing. This has been awesome for me. I love that it's made of metal, so it's like actually heavy, so like it doesn't move when you're gaming and stuff. Freaking awesome. My mouse is nothing special. I go with a wired. I've been trying to rock wireless before, but I just can't not do wired. I've had so many issues with wireless stuff. So I have this one. It's the Logitech G502 Hero. It's been great. I have it maxed out on the weights. On the inside, you can put weights inside of it to make it like hold down. Apparently, I like things that are weighted heavy. So anyway, that is like maximum weighted out. It's been nice. I've played a couple of games with it. I feel like it does its job. But anyway, I got that. And then let's see. This is another one of those Game Sir controllers. This is the one built for the Xbox that I'm gonna check out. Probably gonna review that a little bit later. Got the Steam Deck. This is the newest addition to the family right here, guys. This is the Steam Deck. I'm super excited about using this. People have been telling me that this is the gateway drug into PC gaming, and I wanna actually review it with that lens in mind to see if like, if you guys wanna get into PC gaming, is this the thing to do? So I've been messing around with it. It's tons of fun. It just works so well. Got a bunch of cool games on it. Gonna be messing around with it, so if anyone has any questions about the Steam Deck, let me know in the comments. I'll see what we can get to. But yeah, got the Steam Deck. That's the newest edition. Over here, this is where the Breadbox magic happens. So everything I film, guys, for like the Breadbox stuff happens right here on this iPad. And then to light the scene, I just have this little dumb little light that, you know, you just turn on, and that's where I do all the recording and whatnot. The other thing that everyone loves about my setup, especially when I'm streaming, is this camera right here. So this is the OBSBot AI motion tracking camera right here. It's super tiny. I feel like people don't realize how tiny this camera is. It is awesome. It is seriously one of my favorite things about my setup. And what's great about it is it has AI tracking so that like as you're moving around and stuff, it will continue to track you. And then you can control everything from your computer. So like I got the computers over here. If I turn on the AI tracking, you can see that like as I move around the room, it will track and follow me everywhere, which is super nice as like a VR content creator, because like it'll just keep following you everywhere you go, right? And I can control all of that from right here. And then if you want to just do like manual stuff, you can also do that as well, just from this little control panel right here. This is freaking awesome. This is like one of the coolest things in my setup right now. As for lighting and stuff, the light that I've got back here, that's just an Elgato key light. The lights that I have behind my couch and back there are from G-O-V-E-E. No, nothing too special, but I've really liked them and enjoyed them. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the setup, guys. I've got a couple of funny things that I do with my computer. So like a lot of people find it funny that I have this little smoke back screen. I can show you guys how to do that. Also, I figured out how to make the taskbar invisible on my computer, which I think is just so much more aesthetic than having that dumb white bar at the bottom. I can show you guys how to do that if you want in a little tutorial. It wouldn't take me very long. But, oh, microphone. So I had a microphone, used to, and while I was playing VR one day, I literally yeeted it across the room, and now I just use this thing that I have attached to my chest right now. And that thing is the, what do they call it? The Rode Wireless 2 Goes. So that's what I've been using lately as a microphone, because the other one got yeeted in Orion Drift. My bad. But there we go, guys. That is the setup. That is everything I got going right now. There's a couple suggestions I asked from you guys, so please make sure you leave me your suggestions for like the hats and stuff down in the comments. If you have any more questions about any of the stuff that I mentioned, again, comment section. I'll see if I can answer anything and everything. I've linked as much as I can down in the description if you want to check out any of this stuff. And if I missed anything, I'll try to add it later on. But there we go, guys. 2025 setup. What needs improving? What should go? Yo, let me know. I'll see you later, I guess. Peace.